So this UK drill rapper was sentenced to 23 years in prison for pointing a gun at police officers. He's been in jail since 2018. And last year he was charged for a murder that took place around the same time frame that he pointed the gun at the police officers. And a few months back on his Instagram, he urged his fans to sign a petition for him to get an early release. Today we're going to be talking about CB. I personally think he's one of the coldest in drill. And I'm going to be biased with this one because, you know, back when I was 15, listening to CB when he made Take That Risk, what's the other one? Smoke, Talk on My Name, Get Smoked, I'll Do Man Dirty and Burn My Clothes. I was banging on the ops in jail. Bro, that was my song back in the day, bro. Those were my tunes. They're dark songs, bro, but come on, that's why in my mind, he's always going to be probably the best in drill, in my opinion. Now, this is the video. It took place on the 26th of July, 2018. They just rammed into the back of the car. This is armed police as well. You can see they got their guns on them. And that's why they didn't give up chase. As you can see, the gun pointed out at the car. They say that it was CB who pointed the gun at the police officers. And it wasn't normal police. You know, normal police would have bought that chase straight away. But because it's armed police, they're like, yeah, all right, mate. Now we got a reason to blame you. So BMW 1 Series. It's crazy, man. It's mental. Just all of this, man. When this happened, this was big news back in the day. And for your information, guys, the driver didn't get caught. They never caught the driver. Another rapper was in the car. He's made like one song. I'm going to try and find him. But there is a rumor that was going around that he was convinced to go on the ride out by CB, or maybe it was the other way around, and that's why they're not really friends with each other. They're not really cool anymore. Maybe they're cool now. Who knows? But that's the rumor that I was hearing. But yeah, that's the chase. Here is the BBC article. Men guilty of waving gun during high-speed police chase. 4 men have been found guilty of firearms offences after a gun was waved at police during a high-speed chase. Armed officers fired shots and rammed the car the gang members were in during a ride-out into the territory of another gang in a stolen BMW in Leighton in July 2018. CB, Darnell, Nathaniel and Troy will be sentenced on the 8th of February. They got mad sentences. And CB was wearing this clown mask. That's the mask he was wearing. They say it was linked to the Wood Grange E7 gang from Forest Gate. His Codys were said to be associated with local gangs. Here are the mugshots, and I think it's this guy who I'm talking about. He raps, or he has a couple of songs out. But yeah, they were found guilty of conspiracy to cause GBH with intent, firearm. Yeah, there's no point in even look up the sentences. We know CB got 23 years. It's not looking good, bro. But CB has been dropping music, and Cream was a song that I thought was going to chart because J Hus was previewing this song for a long time. And J Hus isn't really active on socials, but on socials, whenever he would come on socials, he would preview this song. Yeah, this guy J Hus was previewing this song for a long time, and it was disappointing that it didn't actually make it onto the official charts, but it did make it on the streaming charts, and it stayed there for 1 week, peaked to number 75. But with how this song was hyped up, I expected better. But since being in jail, bro, CB has still, look, he's dropped a project in 2023. He dropped a Plugged In, which got 12 million streams. Like, that's from prison. Like, the fact that he's recorded a song that's got 13 million streams, probably more than that, probably across all platforms and YouTube views, probably over 20 million. You can't deny the guy is not talented. Like, you can't deny the talent's not there, because someone without talent, no matter what they've done or what they're in for, could not do this. And with CB, I always just think what could have been. You know, what could have been? Because he's one of them guys, yeah, like you listen to his music, you know this guy is, you know it's not cap. You know there's not even any hyperbole in his music, because a lot of rappers will, you know, exaggerate things. Most rappers exaggerate things. Oh, I spent 100K on jewelry last month, even though you traded in 60K worth of jewelry to get 100K worth of jewelry. So realistically, you spent 40K on jewelry last month, but spending 100K on jewelry last month sounds better. It's not looking good for CB. You know, after serving 6 years of his 23-year sentence, he was charged for a murder, a stabbing that took place in 2017. He went by the name Grinner. He was knifed in the heart in a convenience store in Custom House, East London in 2017. CB of no fixed abode. His address is a prison cell. And Sunjaka Kate of St. Margaret Court, East London, are due to appear at Thames Magistrate Court on Saturday. The pair remain in police custody. We haven't had any updates on this up until now. Considering the fact they've arrested him after 7 years, the most likely thing is that somebody has come forward with some information. And the fact it hasn't gone to trial in over a year, because it's nearly over a year now, I still don't know. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. But CB is not giving up. CB posted a few months back, well, 8 months ago. Sign this so they can free the guys. Reinstate release of certain serious offenders halfway through their sentence. CB using his platform for his own benefit. As he should, it's on just over 12,000 signatures. And the government actually responded to this, saying release points are within the remit of the sentencing review and we will consider any recommendations from the review. The independent review of sentencing has been set up by the government to consider a comprehensive re-evaluation of our sentencing framework. This includes looking at the administration of sentences, including the point at which offenders are released from prison, and it would not be appropriate to speculate on its conclusions at this stage. The MOJ is committed to improving mental health outcomes for people in contact with the criminal justice system to ensure that offenders and defendants with mental health needs receive timely support in the most appropriate setting. All prisoners have access to integrated mental health services commissioned by NHS England and in Wales. Okay. The government basically said, click this link. No, it's like, you've wasted our time. Let me waste some of your time in it. Hey, my people, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to give it a like. Cost nothing, takes the time. Helps we have Chung Lee told them to like the video. Like it. Thank you. Cheers. Like the video. That's random. Like the video, man. And the same man who didn't want to give me any credit in his article on the new content creator wave in the UK wrote this article, did an interview with CB. On the phone. When you drop Take That Risk, a track I honestly believe is in the top 3 UK drill tracks of all time. See this? Joseph Patterson, he is cultured, bruv. When you were making that track, did you ever think it would go on to have the impact it's had? You know what's mad? I didn't even think it was going to be anything major. I knew it was cold, but I didn't think it was going to blow up because at first, it was never even meant to be a tune. It was a freestyle. But then Fumes, the engineer, was like, let's put a hook in here. So we did that, and it sounded mad. So I was like, yeah, cool, let's run with it. I knew it was an anthem. I knew it was a banger. I knew it was cold. But I didn't think it would blow up like it did. That was all mad to me. I remember I was in jail in Pentonville. I wasn't even going to release it. I didn't want to release it while I was in jail. But the man them kept on telling me to drop it. And when I did, it went off. That was the first time I ever got 1 million views. And when I released, the industry was trying truly fucking with me. To the music now, you've released 2 mixtapes while you've been locked up. How do you go about recording the songs, or is it all pre-recorded material? All of the tracks are pre-recorded. I did them before I came to jail. The tracks are from different studios and some of them are mad old, but we just changed the beat on a few of them and got some fresh features to bring them up to the times. When did you know you wanted to rap? I used to rap when I was younger, but it was never like a serious thing. Everyone around me grew up wanting to be a rapper, so I didn't really take it seriously, you get me? It's like being a baller. Everyone wants to be one. But rapping, I was doing that from a young age, and then I started taking it more seriously around 2017. I was putting out music a bit before then, but that's when I really took a chance on the music thing. You released your debut project back in 2019 and it was well received. From the first one to the recently released A Driller's Perspective 2, how would you say you've grown as a rapper? I know the tunes were pre-recorded, but even when you're putting it together, you must be thinking, how can I show that I've evolved? Yeah, I was definitely thinking that when I was putting it together, because I know what I pre-recorded and I felt like I could show that evolution with some of the tracks I had stacked. But the tapes have different vibes to them. I feel like I'm on more smoke on the new one though. But you can hear the growth from me in the first one. That's a thing with age as well. Age and growth, and also what your life's like. I feel like there's something for everyone on this tape. There's something for the older generation, my generation, the younger generation. There's something on there for the ladies. This one's just different. I feel like drillers forget about the ladies sometimes. Yeah, most definitely. I think Married to the Streets was the first one I actually did for the gal them. How was that? Letting that side of yourself out in the booth. That one there. At the time, I was going through a lot of things. Things were happening, life experiences and stuff. So you start thinking about things, and that's what came out. You've also got a track on the tape called King of Drill. A few have called themselves the same thing, but what makes CB commander and ruler? I'll be real. There's bare man doing drill. But you see drill now? For example, you've got Central C, who's made drill more of a commercial thing. Originally, on drill, man were talking about violence. That's what it was about when man started doing it. So it's one of them things where when you're talking all that violence, it can't just be coming out of nowhere. I feel like too many guys capping their raps. I know Chaplow Ross is going to be happy to hear that. Is the UK getting more and more watered down, you think? Yeah, man, 100%. Don't get twisted. I like the other drill as well. But to say King of Drill, that's a big statement. See me? I feel like my thing's authentic. I feel like when I'm rapping, you don't need to know me, but you can just tell what I'm saying is true. Like, you believe everything I'm saying, innit?
Could you see yourself doing a poppy drill tune one day with all the samples and stuff?
I don't know. I can't see it. Personally, maybe a bit toned down, but poppy drill, I highly doubt it.
You and J Hus seem to have a cool bond. Did you grow up together? What's the story there?
He's from Stratford, the ends. I'm from Forest Gate, and that side of town is kind of together. You get me? Newham. So like Stratford, Plaistow, Forest Gate. We're separate boroughs, but we're all one community.
I know people have been asking for this black conspiracy tune you guys recorded together, which J Hus teased on Instagram Live a while back. When, sorry, when can they expect the full version?
That's going to drop after Hus drops his project later this year. So when he drops, that's when everyone can get their hands on it. Big up Hus every time. Juju J. All right, that's enough. Let me know what you guys think of CB in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Leave a like if you did enjoy, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace and love to every single one of you.